a little perspective.
Alright guys, I figured I'd show you my Soco, my Super Soco 1200 bike that I've been repping over here in China. It's an electric motorcycle, 1200 watts, Bosch motor. It caps out at 60 kilometers an hour, which is like 45 miles per hour. Fully electric, quiet, has an alarm system. It's real nice, but the problem is these are the foot areas. As you can see, there's no brake and there's no gear, or there's no shifter. And this right here, this is the back brake, and this one's the front brake. And then, yeah, it has a digital readout, has an alarm system. So here, I'll alarm it here. So it just has a key fob, so there's no key start either. It's not very loud. It's more annoying than anything else. So yeah, when the key fob is around, you just press unlock and then you press power. And then this thing turns on. It's got 3 shifters. If you put it in 3 right here, it'll go up to 60. If you put it in 2, it'll go up to 30. And then if you put it in 1, it'll go up to 15. Sorry about the reflection. It's just too clean. I'm cleaning it because I'm moving back to America, so I'm selling it. Yeah, I mean, this thing is super quiet. Here, I'm gonna ride one-handed for a split second. Everyone and their mom is walking by me now, of all the times. Okay, so you just set on it. So I'm setting it to 1 because this thing accelerates like crazy, like a jerk. But as you can see, it is completely silent. There's people blocking the way that I want to go, so I'm going this way. But yeah, as you can see, it is completely silent. All you're going to hear is the wind. So would I recommend this to a starter rider? And that is a double-edged answer. Yes, because it's so easy. But no, if you actually want to get into riding motorcycles. Because you won't learn proper clutching and braking. It's a little difficult with one hand. This is where I park it. But yeah, I mean, that is the Super Soco. It's got lights, it's got blinkers. There's a headlight. They're on both sides. And they're on flexible dealy boppers that aren't that flexible, so they will still like break. But the replacement parts are really, really cheap. It's got a horn. And then on the inside, I'll show you how to get on the inside. There's a little key thing right here, so you just use your key. That's pretty much the only thing you use your key for. One way it takes the seat off. The other way opens up this, and there is no locking mechanism unless that is like that. So then you raise this up. There's the battery. there's the kill switch. To take out the battery, you need the key. So you'll turn the key, you'll unplug it, and then you'll pull it out. And then this is the wrench that it comes with if you need any tightening. And then I leave a rag in there as well, just in case. The reviews I read online said that this area can leak in the rain, or it can come from on the bottom, and it can cause the power to shut off. We're gonna open this thing back up the other way and take the seat off. So you take the seat off. That's how you get into this part. There's no storage here. It's pretty much, if this thing locks up, you can get to it right here. This is the mechanism for it, right here. So it just pulls it back like that, and then the seat one pulls this way. As you can see, it's moving right there. And then this one goes this way. So you put the seat back on. And the negative reviews about this bike is, one, this is your parking button, which when you put the kickstand up can leave in parking mode, which means that it doesn't go. Problem with this button is it gets stuck. See how many times I'm pushing it and you can still see that P on? There, now it finally went off. Like, this button gets jacked up all the time. You could hit a bump in the road and that button just activates and your bike just like dies. So a lot of people complain about that. But yeah, I mean, that's it. It's a quiet, sporty looking bike. It does not come with this seat extender right here. The guy who had this before added that onto it, along with this really crappy Spirit Beast, like fake carbon fiber sticker that is not put on evenly. If you look at it, there's been several times where I've been at a stoplight just staring at that. It's retarded. You can get like a drop cage for it. The 1200 does not come with back pegs, but if you do get them, they connect right here. They cost about $60 brand new, but you can buy them cheap. Used. This I got used. Like I said, it ended up costing me 5,000 RMB in total. Hopefully the wind isn't making this too loud. Yeah, so the bike cost me 5,000 RMB in total. The charge, so the place that I worked was about 5 miles away, so my daily commute was about 10 miles. I only had to charge this thing once a week. So I don't know what the website says, like what the range is, but I had to charge it usually on the 4th day, so every 40 miles I would have to charge it. But that was also me charging it at like 30 or 40%. Because you'll notice when the battery starts getting lower and lower, your speed starts dropping. The only time you're gonna hit 60 kilometers per hour is when you're at like 90 to 100% battery life. Once you drop below that, the weight and wind kicks in, and you will most likely be averaging somewhere between 50 and 55 kilometers an hour. Also, when you get these bikes in some countries, they are electronically governed, and just look up another YouTube video for the simple instructions of getting that removed. You do it yourself. You play with like the power button and the key or something, the key fob and the power button, I'm pretty sure. Mine was already deregulated, so I got like the max speed. But yeah, that is it. I'm trying to think anything else. You can definitely buy a lot of different things for this thing. There's also another rear wheel fender that can cover more of the wheel. It like goes on like right here and connects here. What you're looking at is the Bosch 1200 motor right there, the electric motor. See if I'll move it up a little bit. There we go. There you go, you see the 1200? I don't even know if you can see, yeah, Bosch. It's got some reflectors, but I mean, yeah, that's it. That is the Super Soco 1200. Yeah, it cost me 5,000 RMB, which is, I don't know, I'll give you the conversion in there. It's like 750 bucks. It's all electric, so environment, yay. Even though I'm pretty sure most of the electricity in China is still coal, but you never know. You're riding electric, it's silent. You gotta use your horn a lot, and the Chinese drivers here and people will almost get you killed every day. You're either gonna hit a pedestrian who's jaywalking, you're gonna hit a car or another moped that's not looking and pulling out into traffic. So it's like riding a new bike all over again, except for it's because of the traffic that you're freaking out and nothing else. All right. If you have any questions, I'm not shipping this to America because where I live in America, the speed limit's too fast and everything's too spread out. So the last thing you want to do is get stuck somewhere. The charger takes about 8 hours for it to charge completely. And if you can either take the battery out and take it upstairs and charge, or there is a charging port. So if you just want to leave it in your garage, or if you have a carport with plugs and stuff like that. You can also adjust the pegs, the seat, I mean not the seat, the foot pad holders, I don't know, you know what you call these things, so they can go farther down. You can see the little notches here, so they can go farther down. I left them where the previous driver had them, which is fine. You can also hit the, you know, you can lean the bike a little more on some of those turns. When you, this thing accelerates real fast, like it'll jerk you around. It's confusing not having a clutch and a shifter. You'll find yourself like doing weird things with your hands and feet. And what else? I feel like I was going on a, oh yeah, the acceleration. You're gonna, at red lights, go ahead and pull in front of all the cars, because you'll accelerate way faster than all the cars in the lane. You'll accelerate faster than most things. And the last thing you want is a little slow e-bike like this one over here, or these two over here, in your way while you're trying to GTFO. Those are the people I park with. This is my apartment. So yeah, I got a little bit of covered parking. But yeah, that is it. The Super Soco 1200. If you live in China and you need a reliable way of transportation, and you want an e-bike but you don't want to look like a weirdo on one of these little looking things, get this. I wanted the TC. The TC is way expensive. It's more than double the price, but it looks way nicer. But this does everything. Just pay the extra amount and get the back foot pegs, and you can take people with you. It's definitely worth it. All right. Well, that has been my somewhat review. There will be things that piss you off, especially if you're in a hurry. This red button malfunctions, even on the new ones. The TS branding is on everything. But yeah, that's it. That's what I've been riding around all in my, at least for 2 months here. All right. It's got its, this is its back brake light, by the way. It's kind of hidden. But yep. Here's your digital readout. It's got 5,000 kilometers on it, and it's going back on lazy fish or whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Dead fish. It's the Chinese resale app here. All right. Love ya. Thank you.